Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of the unknown, like real-life horror stories that sound too bizarre to be true, then you've come to the right place. Because today's story is one of the creepiest true stories I've ever read. It's about a beautiful house, a perfect family, and a stranger who watched them from the shadows. And what makes it even worse is that no one has ever figured out who did it. This is the story of the Watcher house. In June 2014, Derek and Maria Broaddus thought they had it all. After years of saving, they just bought a beautiful 6-bedroom home at 657 Boulevard in Westfield, New Jersey, one of the safest neighborhoods in America. It was their dream home. A big yard, quiet streets, and friendly neighbors. But on the third day, the dream started to crack. Maria checked the mailbox one evening. Inside were bills, ads, and one plain white envelope. No return address, neat old-fashioned handwriting. When she opened it, it began, "Dearest new neighbor at 657 Boulevard. Allow me to welcome you to the neighborhood." But what started politely turned into something deeply disturbing. "I see you've filled the house with young blood. Have they played in the yard yet?" Maria froze. No one knew they had kids. They hadn't even moved in yet. And the letter wasn't done. "My grandfather watched the house in the 1920s. My father in the 1960s. Now it's my time. I'm the Watcher." Derek and Maria called the police immediately. The officer who arrived read the letter twice, then said, "Don't tell your neighbors. If they're the ones sending it, we don't want them to know that we know." That night, Derek stood in the dark staring out his window. Every light on the street was off. Every window looked like an eye. A week later, another envelope appeared. Same handwriting. "Have you found what's in the walls yet? 657 Boulevard is crying for its young blood." And at the bottom, again, the Watcher. The police started an investigation. Neighbors were questioned, but the letters kept coming, sometimes twice a week, always typed, always signed the Watcher. The Broadduses began to suspect everyone. There was the couple across the street who always sat facing their house, the retired neighbor who knew everyone's schedule, even the mailman, because whoever was sending those letters, they knew too much. And when detectives dusted for fingerprints, nothing. The FBI ran handwriting analysis, nothing. Even DNA on the envelope came back inconclusive. One detective finally said, "It's like this person doesn't exist." Later, Maria started hearing things. Footsteps upstairs when no one was there, scratching in the walls, whispers. She would wake up Derek, trembling. And every time he searched, there was nothing. Even their kids began to have nightmares. Their youngest said, "Mommy, the man outside wants to come in." After months of this, the Broaddus family couldn't take it anymore. They never officially moved in. They left the house. But the Watcher stayed. Even after the Broaddus family left, the letters didn't stop. New owners received them too. Different handwriting, same name, same message. 657 Boulevard is mine. Some people think it was a neighbor. Others think it was a prank. But one theory still haunts Westfield. That the Watcher isn't a person at all. That it's something that's always been part of the house itself. Something that passed down through time. Waiting. Years later, Netflix made a series about the case. The Broadduses moved far away. But the last known letter was sent in 2022. It read, "You are the rightful owner of nothing. The Watcher sees everything. No fingerprints, no arrests. No one knows who the Watcher is, but the house still stands. And some nights, people say they see a faint light in the upstairs window, long after everyone's gone home." And that's the story of the Watcher house. Because sometimes the scariest monsters don't come from legends. They come from your mailbox.